Wow, remixed LL Cool J. This is from, what? It's just a CD EP, it seems like, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of these guys, because he's got like real high profile, right? It's basically pop music. And they do the odd track like this, is kind of to keep the underground kind of roots. It's like a underground tune it moment in New York. So it's kind of, while they like will have a number one in the charts, they'll also have this kicking out in the clubs to keep their credibility, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't really got the new LL Cool J album, but that one track there. And there's a kid on there called DMX, and he's got a nice voice. He's got a wicked voice.
So it's found on a CD EP called Father from LL Cool J. It's on the Def Jam Music Group label, and it followed one from Prince.
Yeah, I Wonder You.
From the Parade album, which is really songs from Under the Cherry Moon. Something you haven't heard in a while, but...
And that's, I Wonder You is like, that's just what, I love the lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just takes you off, you know what I mean?
And the production, I mean, Prince was a great arranger, great producer.
He's God, basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We started with Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah, old track called Mahogany. And this is kind of like the time when they were kind of sort of splitting up, and the music kind of... Their first two albums were revolutionary. And then this is kind of a time where it started going somewhere else. And that's when I kind of lost touch.
Lost touch with him.
Yeah.
Tricky is in the studio. It's Morning Becomes Eclectic on KCRW. I'm Chris Douridas, and Tricky is sitting in as guest DJ. You're not really here for any performances or anything, right?
Nah, just kind of like doing DreamWorks stuff and sorting out, coming to look at some bands and things.
Now you've got your own label, which is Durban Poison.
Yeah.
Which you're putting out several bands on this label.
Yeah. I've got a band called Baby Namboos from England. A kid called Milo from New York. A lot of stuff. Autumn People, which is the first release. A girl called Zoe. Val. I can't remember now. It's early in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds like you've got a lot of releases coming up, though. This label thing that you've got is essentially a way for you to bring to the public things that you're stumbling over, that you are excited about, that you want people to hear.
And like and a lot of it is, everybody's probably thinks because it's my label, it's going to be probably strange music. I've got pop music as well, but it's dance pop music. And half of it is to make it easier, as like, I don't get no grief from Ireland. Do you know what I mean? I kind of deliver that and say, this is my album. And like Milo, for instance, he was asked to do the Soul to Soul album, you know, he was asked to do the Massive Attack album, and he won't deal with corporate companies. You know, so me having this label is a way of having this guy who influenced me. And he don't have to talk to anybody, you know? He just talks to me, he delivers an album. And so I've got a lot of people who basically don't want to deal with corporate companies, you know, they just want to release music. How I was when I first got into it. But then you realise I do more business than I make music now. It's come to more business. But a lot of people don't want to do that. So I'm kind of...
You're the buffer.
Yeah, so they don't have to go through all the A&R rubbish. And
the DreamWorks connection is that they're distributing your label.
Yeah.
I see. So, will this also include your own work, your own solo work, or that will be through...
bootlegs.
Bootlegs, huh?
Nah. Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. You know what I mean? It's like, I might do some, like, pseudonym stuff, and there's talks of this and that, you know, and it's like, yeah, there might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But all my artists are self-sufficient, because it'd be impossible to... I got, like, 10 bands. Do you know what I mean? To produce everybody, it would be ridiculous. And then I don't want a label with everything sounding like my music. It's pointless. Do you know what I mean? So they're all self-sufficient, really.
Well, we're hoping that some of this new stuff arrives by FedEx. We've got a little bit of a time crunch, because we're done by 11 to make way for Ryuichi Sakamoto, who is our guest next
I can always
hour.
leave you some debts.
That's true. I guess you could. I'll encourage you to do that. But all next hour, Ryuichi Sakamoto will treat us to a live piano performance, and we'll also be hearing from his new symphonic work. This hour, it's Tricky as guest DJ, and this is one of your pieces.
Yeah, this is like anti-racism song, really. And there's a bit of colourful language, so turn the radio off if you're not into that.
Tricky in the studio. It's Morning Becomes Eclectic on KCRW.